Dennis Schroeder. At center, Nicholas Claxton. Let me your Dallas Mavericks. Starting at power forward, 6 feet, 10 inches. Number 9, Bobby Portis. Standing in the middle, 7 feet, 1 inch. Number 2, Derek. Starting at shooting guard, 6 feet, 7 inches. Numero 00, OG Anunoby. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'2", number 11, Kyrie. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet, 7 inches, number 77,
Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Alongside Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we got another seat right here in the NBA, no better insider than Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, great to have you with us.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. It's great to be here. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Look at Richard Jefferson. He's like a kid in a candy store. He cannot wait to talk to you.
Yes, we love RJ.
Well, Shams, obviously the big three in Brooklyn did not work out. But on the bright side, what a return they got for Kevin Durant.
It was one of the biggest packages in NBA history. They got 4 first-round picks, a bunch of other pick swaps. And listen, losing Kevin Durant as well as Kyrie Irving, that definitely hurt the Nets. But their front office is very happy with the haul that they were able to get.
And they can really build. And it's going to be fascinating, I think, Shams, to watch them build.
First-time head coach Jordi Fernandez, they know that they're building for the long haul and the long term. It's not just about one season in Brooklyn. They're trying to compete and have sustainable success.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Doncic in at the 3 spot. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backcourt.
Outside Thomas. Schroeder setting the pick for Thomas. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Anunoby outside. Back to Irving. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Thomas against Irving. Doncic outside. There's the 3. Kept alive. The kick out to Irving. Here's Lively. Clock at 6. Lively a screen on Johnson. Irving with it. Picked up by Claxton. Lively, that's good. All right, Johns, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources? The players, the agents, the GM, the scouts all over the NBA.
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long run.
And here is Thomas after Luka Doncic hitting the three. Thomas passes to Claxton. It's deflected, and he recovers it. It's good.
Nicholas Claxton.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Doncic with a screen on Thomas. Down low. And Doncic throws it down.
You always want Kyrie to have the ball in his hands. He's just a tremendous playmaker.
The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Ware's checked in. Thompson comes in for Portis. Robinson's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for Anunoby. Well, we talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly, most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution. Maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Brooklyn, trailing by 2. Schroeder against Robinson. Thomas. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Thomas got 6.
Oh, Thomas can be scary when he's getting points inside. That really rounds out his game.
Schroeder against Doncic. Thompson left side. Beyond the arc. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you.
Let's see those moves.
Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Bogdanovich.
Hey, let's hear it for all of our dancers. Coming onto the floor for the Nets.
Johnson, wide open, he fired. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, a couple more teams in the league. The league really loves where they're at now, and any given year, anyone can win.
Now, here's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Schroeder finds Thomas. Schroeder setting the pick for Thomas. Kicks it out to Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Pick by Finney-Smith for the 3. And it's Schroeder missing. Mavericks leading by 3. Now Doncic. He's got 5. From downtown. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
So, Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
Yes, well said. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Doncic has got 7 points.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Nets also changing it up. Bogdanovic has checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Hayes comes in for Thomas. And Simmons subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Now here's Simmons. They need this one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to Cleveland. Portis sets the pick for Irving. Right side, Portis. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. .58 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Johnson. Here's Bogdanovic. Drops in the layup for 2.
Oh, a bulldozer in the painted area. Man, Bogdanovic does not back down.
Simmons against Irving. Pass to Grimes. 32 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Irving. The 3-ball. Sinks the 3-pointer. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Oh, what a pretty shot from Kyrie Irving. This man just has the perfect touch from any distance.
And Simmons kicks to Johnson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Johnson's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Nets. Irving against Simmons. Portis a screen on Simmons. Here's Irving. Got it. Good job in the low post. Irving's got his second bucket tonight.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment. Now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Dallas.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're out-hustling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Dallas leading by 6. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pull on the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well set. Setting the floor for the Nets. Simmons and Thomas are their guards. Bogdanovich out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Clowney in at the 5 spot. It's Thomas outside. Connects from three-point range. Thomas got 9.
You don't want Thomas to heat up from out there. This man is a microwave scorer.
Thompson sets the pick for Irving. Out to the right wing. Portis in the post. Bogdanovich on him. Portis can't get it to go. Nets trail by 3. And Thomas has it in the corner. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Simmons. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Dallas has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Got a piece of it. Here's Grimes. He takes it in.
The length. Simmons just overpowering with that reach.
Thomas with it. He's picked up by Irving.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lively's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to talk to his guys. Teams will make substitutions. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe, in any of those regions. They do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux. And players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on their shoulder, to have the passion, to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. Thompson outside, lets it go with the three. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
He's with it, working on Portis. Count that one.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Portis, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night, and the first one at the line is good. So for the Nets, Johnson comes in for Hayes. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Ben Simmons. And Portis drains both of them.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
To the paint. Johnson down low. Defended by Portis. And the basket by Johnson.
And they repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Olden. David.
Kevin, Kyrie Irving has teamed up with Luka Doncic. Kai says he's a winner. I'm a winner. We like going against the best. That's where we connect. It's about how we galvanize the rest of the group. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot. I've failed and succeeded at the highest level. And I want to get back to that place. Kevin?
And if anybody can do it, it is Kai. Title or bust. Thank you, D.A. Dallas making a switch here. Livingston's checked in.
No.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Irving.
Get out yourself. Substitution on the court.
Here's Thomas. 11 points in the game. Johnson, that's for 2. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
Assist from
Johnson's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you're running that play with confidence.
It's deflected and stolen by Bogdanovich. Lets it go from 11. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Johnson. Thomas got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets. Doncic outside. Shoots over Schroeder. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Doncic has got 11 points.
And when Luka sees the mid-range open up, he takes the shot, keeping things simple.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Outside Thomas. Over Doncic. Thomas, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Thompson dishes to Doncic. Doncic drops the hammer.
With the skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. 18 feet out. Thomas, that's good. He's got 15.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here's Doncic. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And his ability to officially score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
He hits the second from the line. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. And let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
Hey, Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Dallas making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Johnson, the pass to Bogdanovic. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Basket good. Thomas got 11 here in the... Quarter alone.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Doncic against Schroeder. Inside. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Thomas. Pass to Johnson. Back to Thomas. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Robinson for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
For Brooklyn, they have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6.
Cameron Thomas, 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
You can tell Cam Thomas has a real aptitude for this game. He can contribute in multiple stats out on that floor. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Robinson a screen on Schroeder. Doncic kicks to Robinson. Traps in the tray. Robinson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Schroeder outside. And the Nets miss again. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assistance again.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Okay, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Reading.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
You know, I think for Brooklyn, starting the season with...
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
We've got Derek Lively. Portis is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Irving, and it's Robinson in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. A 2-point game. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Claxton with it. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. That shot wide open. Thomas got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Thomas doesn't need a lot of space in this situation. He is so good at breaking defenses down.
And a wide open look for Irving. Trains the three-pointer. Irving's got his third basket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And it's Schroeder missing. Dallas leading by 3. Doncic kicks to Portis. Double by Bogdanovich. Stolen by Thomas. Outside Bogdanovich. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
And Bogdanovich is a consistent shooter from outside. Once he's in rhythm, he's comfortable from firing from beyond.
And they double up Doncic. Portis for 3. Rebound by Johnson.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Passes to Thomas. Schroeder setting the pick for Thomas. Double team on Thomas. Pass to Bogdanovich. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he gets it back. Outside for Robinson. Dallas moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Portis a screen on Johnson. Doncic with it. Picked up by Claxton.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to Portis. To the inside. Irving. Schroeder against Doncic. And they double up Doncic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Mavericks will go for a different look here. Ware's checked in. Bruno Fernando comes in for Portis. OG Anunoby's checked in for Luka Doncic. And it's Klay Thompson in for Robinson. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his third assist on the night. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Johnson outside. Looks for Thomas. Gets it to him. It's rebounded by Dallas.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
With how crazy his handles are, Irving, man, this man gets to the line a lot.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
Outside, Bogdanovich. And the Nets, another three.
And the reliability of Bogdanovich. His teammates know Bogey is good for that shot, so he gets the feed and sinks it.
Irving attacking, and he banks in the layup. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Johnson outside. Pass to Claxton. Johnson kicks it over to Schroeder. Claxton is screen on Irving. And it's Schroeder missing. The Mavericks leading. Irving looking over the floor. To the middle. Here's Thompson. The kick out to Irving. That's to Fernando. Corner shot. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Thomas. Good D by Thompson. The Mavericks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And the rejection by Claxton.
Dallas ball.
And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Thomas. And it's Ben Simmons in for Dennis Schroeder. And that one's good, Irving.
There's one guy you can count on, and that's Kyrie Irving. He knows how to find shots and make an impact on that end of the floor.
And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target from three-point range. Nets trail by 4. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. The 3. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Dallas has gotten a three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Irving passes to Fernando. Wants to get it to Irving and does. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in. Irving's got 12 points now in the quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And just a great job converting those second-chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
And if you listen to Cam Johnson talk about shooting, my goodness, RJ, he is a student of the game.
Studies a lot of different shooters, constantly analyzing his own footwork. And you know what? The result speaks for themselves.
Bogdanovich inside. It's up against Thompson. Back to Johnson. Finney-Smith with it. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And it's now only a 1-point Maverick lead. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Substitutions here. Doncic against Simmons. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 15. Mitchell, a screen on Simmons. Here's Doncic. Doncic converts inside.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pass to Hayes. 16 seconds left to play in the third. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Down into the lineup for your man, number 55, Duncan.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, Finney Smith. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Doncic fires from way outside. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Dallas Mavericks. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Understand something. Keep talking on the defensive end. Stay the course.
Coach Jason Kidd, he's helped create an identity for this team. There's no doubt. Wants them to stay in character.
Yeah, and how they perform defensively, the effort they give on that end, it really is a big part of that.
Killian Hayes.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for Brooklyn now, he's out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Cam Thomas. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Clowney in at the 5 down low. Doncic with it. Now Thomas defending. Clock at 4. Stolen. To Finney-Smith. Here's Clowney. The 3 from Thomas. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Thomas got 24 points. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Brooklyn.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Luka blows right through the contact.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Simmons dishes to Thomas. The 3. That one misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Doncic against Simmons. Doncic, no good. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
First team foul. Cameron Thomas. One shot.
A different look for Dallas. Bobby Portis is checked in for Bruno Fernando. And it's Klay Thompson in for Mitchell. The Nets with the lead. Simmons passes to Hayes. Floats one up. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Robinson finds Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Doncic gets it to go inside.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here is Simmons. Pass to Thomas. Five on the clock. Three-pointer. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up to the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 1.
I just love how fast Thompson gets his shot off. It makes him so much more lethal.
The Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Picked by Finney-Smith. Thomas passes to Finney-Smith. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 4th assist in this one.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And the Mavericks with some changes. OG Anunoby comes in for Derek Lively. And Irving subbed in for Robinson. The Nets making a switch here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show what you can give. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Claxton finds Johnson. Count that bucket. 14 points for Johnson.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Irving against Thomas. Doncic outside. Portis sets the pick for Doncic. Portis trying to free himself. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Schroeder against Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Bogdanovich has checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic with it. Picked up by Claxton. Anunoby a screen on Claxton. Pass to Anunoby. The kick out to Irving. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Nets ball.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Schroeder against Thompson. The drive by Schroeder. And a missed layup.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the block. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Thomas against Irving. Back to Portis. Anunoby in the corner. Offline with his 3.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Thompson.
Nicholas Claxton.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And it's tied up with that one. Now, Doncic. Portis a screen on Claxton. Doncic looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. That puts them in the lead.
They needed that bucket, and Thomas is demonstrating some leadership, helping them get it.
And that one misses. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. A nice shot by Doncic.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
And it comes your defense crew.
Thomas up top. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Anunoby. Irving kicks to Doncic. .139 left in the fourth. An easy 2 points on the layup. Doncic has got 12 points in just the second half.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Here's Thomas. Mavericks with the rebound. Portis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Portis sets the pick for Irving. It's Portis, right post. Irving against Schroeder. Irving passes to Portis. And the rejection by Claxton. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Anunoby passes to Irving. Portis in the post. He's guarded by Schroeder. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And the Nets with possession here. 43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Thomas, and Brooklyn turns it over again. And they go to the intentional foul.
Cameron Thomas. Second personal foul. First team foul.
A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Irving dishes to Thompson. The trade. It's rebounded by Schroeder. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Nets. Trailing by 4. A 3 from Bogdanovic. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And how about the confidence Bogdanovic displayed there? This guy's a clutch shooter who loves being the man when the spotlight's on.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. And they put them up by 2. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And clearly, they're in the driver's seat here, but they still have to get a stop. The main thing is they can't allow that open, quick look from beyond the arc.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here's Irving. Yes!
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight.